On a cruise ship getting faded like Bob Marley. Doing donuts in the slums in a new Ferrari. Got a bad bitch with me, she come from the island. Told her she ain't gotta wear no makeup. Tonight we going to Jamaica. I want these love on me. She want to love on me.
What's up YouTube, it's your girl Phoenicia and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you guys have already been here, welcome back. You know I'm a lit, period. Okay, so as you guys could tell by the title below, today I'm going to be doing a story time on basically just the worst hairstylist like experience ever. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever experienced getting my hair done. Also, basically to give you guys a little background story on what happened and like how it began. Okay, so basically my mom's boyfriend at the time was planning a proposal. I had a Rod Wave concert and my aunt had business that she had to handle up in Jacksonville. So at the time where all of this stuff was like in the works of getting together, I didn't have my hair done. So I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna go and do all these activities with my natural hair, because no, like that's not even like it's not even cute. Like, you just can't. And my hair is just too much to deal with. It was just too much, and plus I was gonna be traveling. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. I was like, you know, I need to figure out how I'm gonna get my hair done. And I had, at the time, I had about a week or 5 days. So I'm on my phone. Y'all know, like, a lot of people do not like book hair appointments last minute anymore. Like, this generation is just, it's difficult to find a good hairstylist that's even available. Like, let's not even worry about finding a hairstylist. It's if they're available at the time. So I was on Instagram and I'm twiddle trying to find a hairstylist down here. And down here in Broward, I could not find a hairstylist. Everybody that I found, they were booked, or they didn't have what I wanted, or it was too much. Now mind y'all, like, I wanted some just braids, something just so I could go up there and have something in my head. I wasn't looking for nothing specific. I didn't want a wig. I didn't want none of that. I just wanted some braids. That's it. You know, searching up on Instagram, I was typing in all kinds of, you know, Broward hairstylists. Couldn't find nobody. So I'm like, okay. So my aunt had previously got her hair done by a lady, her friend's cousin, I guess, or whatever. And mind you, I don't know the lady. I've never met the lady. I don't know where she lives. I don't know nothing about her. I don't know her name. Nothing. So, you know, I see my aunt's hair, and this was her second time getting her hair done by her. And I see her hair and I was like, okay, her hair doesn't look bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that gets braids all the time. So when I get braids, I know what to expect. I know what I'm looking for. Length, size, everything. I'm kind of picky, which is why I don't really like going to new people. You know? So I was basically like, okay, you know, give me her number. I'm gonna go ahead and book an appointment with her. You know what I'm saying? She was telling me that, you know, the lady, she's kind of more like she's more of a person that kind of just like does like family hair. Like, she doesn't really have like an Instagram. She doesn't have none of that. So mind y'all, I'm going based off what I see in my aunt's head. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't have an Instagram, so I can't scroll through and see her work, see what kind of braids she does, whatever. So I text the girl. I'm gonna put the messages up on the screen right here. I don't really know. And I'm gonna read the messages because I don't remember what our conversation was about. So I basically texted her. I was like, hey, you know, sorry to text so late, because mind you, it was 12 p.m. at night. I'm stressed out trying to find somebody to book an appointment with. So I texted her. I was like, you know, hey, my aunt got her hair done from you, and, you know, I'm looking to set an appointment for some braids or whatever. And I had asked her if she had availability for the week, and specifically like Tuesday, because I wasn't trying to do it late in the week. So she texted me, and before that, I also texted and I asked her, you know, how much for a longer length, because my aunt paid $80 for her hair. So I asked, because I know I like my hair a little long, my braids a little long. So I asked her how much is it for extra length. And she's like, $120. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? For some knotless braids, small and long length, $120 is not bad. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's lit or whatever, because people charge like $300 something for what I asked for. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got me a hairstylist. I booked an appointment, whatever. So I'm like, you know, okay, cool. So then she texts me back in the morning. She's like, good morning, it's 1:20. And she's like, okay, I can do Tuesday at 4. Now, this is when I should have noticed. When she said, okay, at 4, something should have clicked in my head. Like, I already know something's gonna go wrong. So I'm like, okay, cool. 4 o'clock. I was like, you know, I really don't have any other options at this point. I had texted her. I was like, you know, hey, do you have any appointments that are possibly in the morning? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, I have Sunday at 9 a.m. And I was like, damn, that's not gonna work because I have to leave out that weekend. I was like, no, that's not gonna work. So, okay, cool. So we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Finally, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just take the Tuesday at 4 p.m. appointment. Okay, cool. So that week I was filming the Week in My Life vlog. Fast forward to the point where I pull up to the appointment. So it's Tuesday and it's 3 something and I'm driving up there. She lives about 30 minutes away from me. So I get to her house. I'm rushing because I'm already kind of late. I get to her house, I'm rushing, I'm grabbing the packs of hair, I'm grabbing my backpack and everything, my keys and everything. I'm getting out the car. You know, I'm like, damn, I'm late. Like, I feel bad. Like, I hate being late. I get to the front door, right? I get to the front door. So I knocked. I'm like, okay. You know, no answer. Knock, knock, knock again. Nobody's answering the door. So at this point I'm kind of irritated because it's like the afternoon, it's really hot, and then like where the way, like the direction of her house, like the sun beams right in front of the door. Like, it was just really hot. So she didn't answer or whatever. So I'm like outside and I'm like, okay, like I'm kind of annoyed already. Like, my appointment's at 4. I know I'm gonna be here all night. Like, I'm already annoyed. So I pick up my phone and I call her. I'm like, you know, hey, you know, I'm outside. You know, nobody's answering the door. And then she goes, hey, well, I'm still doing someone's hair. And then I'm like, okay, so like, you know, I'm talking. I'm like, okay, so, you know, and she's like, oh, I think I need about another hour. At this point, I was irritated because, like I told y'all, I was going to be there all night. Still working in somebody's head, and to give her about another hour, and I was just like, okay. So I'm irritated at this point because now I gotta go sit back in my car and wait for another hour or so. Cool, whatever. I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna sit in the car and just leave it at that. We're not gonna do too much. We're just gonna sit in the car. We're gonna wait. Because at this point, there's nothing that I can do. I had previously took out the hairstyle that I already had in my hair. So at this point, I'm rocking my natural hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through with the appointment. It just is what it is. Before, I texted her and I said, hey, are you ready for me? She goes like, yeah, you can come. So I'm like, okay, cool. Bet. I'm about to start my hair. About to be lit. About to get this over with. And I'm done with my hair. And I could just move on to whatever else I gotta do. So I pull back up at her house and she opens the door for me. She's like, hey, you know, she's super sweet. Like I said in the beginning of the video, she's super sweet. So she directs me to the chair where I'm supposed to be sitting for her to do my hair. And it was like in her living room. Cool. So I go and I sit down, you know, I'm putting my bag down and everything. And she's talking to me, you know, just trying to be comforting and nice and genuine or whatever. So then she hands me her remote and she's like, hey, what show do you want to watch? So at the time, I'm still watching it, but I was like, okay, well, you know, usually I always bring my iPad, my phone, my laptop, or something that I could just plug in my headphones and watch what I watch, because I just don't really like making people watch what I want to watch. Like, even when they ask me, like, I know you don't want to watch what I watch, if you get what I'm saying. So I was like, okay, you know, cool, let me just put something on the TV, whatever. So I put on Grey's Anatomy and she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I watched that too. And I had already seen, like, you know, on Netflix it was showing like what season and stuff she was on. So she then begins my hair. Time goes by. Before she started my hair, like in the very beginning, I was like, you know, hey, what time do you think I'll be done? She's like, oh, you'll probably be done by 12. I'm like, okay, cool. 12 a.m. not that bad. It's bad, but it's not that bad. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she starts my hair. She's braiding, she's braiding, she's braiding, she's braiding, she's braiding, she's braiding. So I think it was 10 o'clock. I asked her to use the bathroom. And in the bathroom, you know, I was taking pictures and videos of my hair. I was trying to, you know, try to see what it looked like back then. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time going to her. I got out the bathroom and I went back to sit down. So, y'all, I go back and I sit in the chair. I'm watching the Grey's Anatomy on the TV, right? Everybody that knows me knows I don't do roaches. Like, I don't. Like, that's the worst for me. Like, I could deal with a spider. I could deal with a lizard. But a roach? Man, hell no. So, I'm sitting on the chair. And, I don't know. It just happened to catch my eye. Like, I'm like a roach. Like, I could see them, like, from a mile away. Like, I just can't. So, I turn my head and I seen a roach on the wall. Now, I tried to, you know, be calm, genuine, and, you know, tried to be calm and not do too much to make her feel bad. You know what I'm saying? So, I seen the roach on the wall and I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna just ignore it. I'm gonna act like I don't see it because I don't want to embarrass her and make her feel like, damn, like she's seen I got a roach in my house or whatever. So, okay, cool. So, the roach climbed into a little cabinet and went about its day. And I was like, okay, cool. Bet. So, I was cool. It was fine. I couldn't see it. It wasn't visible anymore. So, I'm like, okay. So, I get back to watching my Grey's Anatomy. Time goes by. Time keeps going by. Keeps going by. So, this is when I was like, yeah, I gotta go home, fam. Like, it's a no for me. So, it was like maybe... I think it was like 12 something or 1 in the morning. Mind you, she told me I was going to be done about 12. I think at 12 I was halfway through my head. Like, she didn't even get to like the top part of my head. So I'm already irritated and I keep asking her, I'm like, okay, when am I going to be done? You know, when do you think I'm going to be done? She goes, 3 a.m. I'm like, what? Bro, I've never in my life been at an appointment this long. Like, I'm still thinking about it. Like, damn, I was really there all day, fam. Like, all day. So then, okay, cool. So I'm just like, at this point, I came too far. I can't just get up and go because I can't braid myself. I can't like do that kind of braiding myself. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna just sit. I'm gonna just do it and whatever. So then she's doing my hair. She's doing my hair. She's doing my hair. And I'm still watching the Grey's Anatomy. Next thing you know, I just see this like brown, big, I'm not gonna curse, this big, seriously huge roach next to my foot. And I'm like, bro, like, bro. So, like I told you, I have a huge phobia of roaches. So, I'm sitting here with a roach next to my foot. I'm trying not to react so that I could spare her feelings, because if I react, she gonna feel bad and she gonna be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey, you know, I'm trying to, you know, and she's like, oh my gosh. So then she grabs like, no, she didn't grab nothing. She actually took her shoe and she stomped the roach. I was like, okay, cool. Roach is killed, so I'm not as, you know, I get it, you know what I'm saying? People have garages, you know, roaches come through the doors, cracks and all that stuff. I get it. You had a roach. Okay, cool. Still, mind you, this is the second roach I've seen of the day. The first one I saw was small, and I should have known from that moment, like, no. So then, she gets back to doing my hair, Y'all, another roach just comes crawling right by that one. I was like, at this point, I'm, you know, like, damn, bro, I'm about to just get out this chair and go home, fam. Like, forget the hairstyle, like, whatever. So she's like, oh my gosh. I was like, no, I was like, man, there's another one. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We've been having exterminating problems. I don't know where they're coming from. She's just going on and on. At this point, I know I kind of made her feel bad because I kind of like, you know, when you see the roach, like, you know what I'm saying? So she kills this one, right? Get one, but now two. back to back. All right, so mind you, this story gets worse, bro. It gets worse, fam. Like, so then she gets back to doing my hair. Mind you, I'm like sitting on a chair next to the couch, so the arm of the couch is like right here. So at this point, after that second roach, I think it was the second one, at this point I started putting my laptop, my iPad, everything in my bag, and I picked up my bag off the floor because I didn't want to be traveling with that shit. Whatever. So I put my bag on the couch. She gets back to doing my hair. She's twisting, she's braiding, she's braiding, she's braiding, she's braiding, she's braiding. Still going. I'm watching my Grey's Anatomy. So then from the corner, no. So then she's like, oh my gosh, bro. And okay, my bad, y'all. My camera ran out of space, so I had to go delete some stuff. So after that, she's doing my hair, and she's like, oh my gosh, another one. So she killed the one that was behind me. I couldn't even see this one at this point. So she caught this roach. So mind you, that's the third roach now. We're now on the third roach. So I go back to watching Grey's Anatomy. Cool. I'm like, I just want to go home. I wanted to cry, honestly. Like, I was just low-key disgusted. Like, I ain't never in my life seen that much. We're not done. So I get back to watching my Grey's Anatomy, and from this corner of my eye, I remember I was sitting this way and the TV was like right there. I was sitting like this. From the corner of my eye, I see another one. Now this one was fast, speedy, in a rush. I don't know where the roach had to go, but that thing can move, fam. So she's like, I was like, oh, there's another one. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, honey, I'm kind of tired right now. You know, I'll have to get it till later. She was like, I'll have to get it later. So at this point, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to pack my stuff and time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, I was so close to finishing my hair. I'm like, bro, I can't leave. I can't leave. Like, I know if I leave, I'm gonna be upset with myself because I'll have to take out the rest of the hair because I don't know how to braid. And yeah, so that point, that was the fourth roach. At that point, I remember I picked up my stuff and I had already put it on the couch. And then at this point, I had picked up my feet and I put it on her couch. Now, you know what I'm saying, I don't want people to look at me like that was kind of disrespectful or nothing like that, because I wasn't raised like that. I don't put my feet on people's couch. I don't do none of that. I put my feet on her couch, and I was like, I felt really uncomfortable doing it, but I just couldn't help myself. Like, bro, like your living room, fam. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got roaches back to back flying through here like this a playground or something. Like, y'all must be used to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not used to that. Like, I get one roach, maybe two, because there's usually always another one around. But four, fam, four, never again. So at this point, I'm irritated, I'm mad, I'm upset, I'm ready to go home. It's 3 in the morning. I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have time to be dealing with your house and your rodents. Like, I just came to get my hair done, fam. That's it. So so time went by. I'm like, hey, you know, when do you think I'm gonna finish my hair or whatever? She goes, 5 a.m. At this point, I'm just like, I need to get up out this lady's chair because she keep pushing time back and back and back and back and back. I'm tired of hearing when you think I'm gonna finish. Just finish my hair at this point, bro. I'm ready to go. I don't want to hear what you're talking about no more at this point. At this point, like, I've been here for way too long, fam. I'm ready to go. So then oh yeah, so it reaches like 5 in the morning. She's at a point where she's about to boil my hair, boil the ends. I know I'm about to finish. I'm happy. I'm ready to go. So my tips, cutting off, you know, the loose pieces of hair and everything like that. So then she was getting prepped to do my edges or whatever, like for me to have, she was prepping to do my edges. Like, y'all know that's like usually like the last step when they put the mousse and everything on your hair and then the edges. So I'm like, I told her, I was like, look, it's okay, I'll do them when I get home. It's 5 in the morning. I do not need any edges right now. Like, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you your money and I'm finna go, because I don't have time for you to sit here and squiggle my edges for me to go to bed. It's 5 in the morning, fam. I'm tired. Like, I got home at like 5:55. It was about 6 in the morning. I was just tired. I really went to bed and I knocked down. That was it. Cool. Woke up the next morning, my hair was cute. I loved the braids. They were very nice, small, sleek, clean, and everything. I loved it. They were cute. So this is where everything kind of started. Like a week later, when I had arrived to Jacksonville, I had noticed like I was having these like small bumps in my head. But you know, everybody, when people get braids, like I know everybody get bumps. Like everybody has hair bumps, like it happens, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't think too much of it. Woo, cool. So when I got home, like when I got back after my trip or whatever, I got back home and it's like I just felt like something wasn't right, you know what I'm saying? Like I know my body, I know my hair, I know my like everything. So something in my hair just didn't feel right. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm taking my phone trying to see why my scalp feel the way it do. So I see this thing and it's like my scalp was like open. I don't know how to explain it, and I don't really want to show a picture of that because still to this day it just made me want to like you know what I'm saying, like. But I'm gonna insert some clips. I'm just not gonna really show the open scalp part. So I'm like, I'm freaking out because I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is this, bro? Like, what is in my hair? Like, I don't know. I got goosebumps. I got them right now. Actually, I got goosebumps, bro. So then, after that, you know, I was telling my aunt, she's like, oh, you're fine. It's probably just a bump. Cool. Oh, okay, just, you know, wash your hair with the braids in. I've never done that before, so I'm like, what do you mean? Like, she's like, oh, just go buy some shampoo and just wash your hair, keep the braids and just make sure you just wash your hair, your scalp or whatever. I'm like, I shampooed and conditioned it and I blow dry it out, or next 2 days or something like that. I see the scalp stuff like grow back or whatever, so I'm like, okay, this ain't it. So my mom, I'm freaking out at this point because I'm starting to have bumps on my face, starting to have scabs all in my head, and just, it was bad, bro, bad. So I called my mom and I'm freaking out at this point because my eyes are super red. I could barely open my eyes in the morning. I got bumps on my face, scabs all in my hair, and I can't figure out what's wrong with me. So I was explaining to my mom and she was like, it sounds like you have an allergic reaction and everything like that. She was like, okay, just do this and do this and do that and we'll see, you know, how it works, and in the next few days we'll go see a doctor. So the next day I got worse. Next day I got worse. So then I ended up having to go see a doctor at the urgent care because I looked bad. I looked really bad. The doctor didn't even tell me like what I was allergic to or nothing. Like, he basically just took a look at my scalp and he was like, you know, we can give you this steroid shot, blah 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 blah. I took a mini video or mini clip. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna insert it in the video. And he was like, you know, he's just gonna give me a steroid shot and it should clear me up. If it doesn't work in the next 2 days or whatever, he was saying like, you know, call back and we'll prescribe you something else. Like, it was just like a waste of time. Like, it was, I had to take 3 of them every day, 3 pills every day. Wasn't working, wasn't doing nothing for me. Like, I didn't feel myself getting better, nothing. The steroid shot though cleared me up that day, but it's like it didn't go away. It's like it like helped me, but it was still there. So you know, my family basically started giving me like home remedies, tea. My family also gave me like penicillin and stuff, and that I was taking the pills like it was nothing. All right, mind y'all, like, this must have been some serious bacteria because it spread it to like my arms. I don't know if you guys could see that. Let me look at my arm right here, this arm too, back of my arm, the back of this arm, it's like my legs. Y'all, this is some strong bacteria. It was like all on the side of my face. I have bumps all right here. I had bumps all right here. My scalp was messed up, and then it started to spread right here. As y'all can see, like, my face cleared up completely. This is my arms and stuff are like kind of still healing, scabbing up and getting better. But yeah, so like when I started doing better, I texted her. I don't remember exactly what I said. Let me look. So I had texted her and I'm like, hey, good afternoon. I came to you to get my knotless braids a few weeks ago, and I've been dealing with an allergic reaction for like 2 weeks now that's been getting really bad. I went to the doctor and they told me whatever it came from whatever was put in my hair when I got the braids. So I just wanted to know if you could tell me what products you used in my hair. Now at the time that I sent the text, I was kind of mad at her. Like, it's not her fault. It possibly could have, but I don't really know what I'm allergic to. Still to this day, I never found out. But I was like kind of like angry with her, like, damn, like you really took me out, fam. Like, I ain't go to work for like 2-3 days. No, not 2. I was out of work for like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I know my job was tired of me, but I don't care. My health is more important than any job, period. So I was getting better, and after I had sent that text, she had called me and she's like, hey, oh my gosh, I'm super sorry, you know. And she sent me a picture of the product that she used. She used like Shine and Jam. I'm into the picture she sent me. Yeah, so I guess I don't want to say I'm allergic to Shine and Jam because I think I've used that before. You know, that was a new experience for me. Like, I'm not knocking her, but she ain't gonna see me again, and she's not gonna be in my head again, or like, no. That was the last time. That was it for me. Like, no ma'am, no fam. She could have that. Also, y'all, mind y'all, when I had sent her that text, she called me. She's like, hey, I'm so sorry, da 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 da. I didn't even tell y'all that when she was on the phone with me, she's like, you know, I did somebody else's hair and they had an allergic reaction too, but I don't think it's the hair. They had a what? But it was just like the fact that she told me that another person had an allergic reaction, it put me off. And I was like, yeah, like that was that was like beyond the last straw for me. Like, she'll never see me again. She's super sweet though, you know, she's cool, but she'll never see me again. That's the first and last time. But yeah, y'all, I'm feeling better. I'm doing better and everything like that. So if you guys like this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Road to 1K. Let's get it.